This YouTube video will be on cooking, as far as cooking stove and what I use for utensils and bowls and such. Um, Me and my friend, we were hiking together, so we both pitched in and got this Jet Boil Sumo. It's a nice big pot. It worked very well. Everything fits right inside there. Um, it cooked for the both of us. We usually just what we used for food for dinner was the pasta sides, and what we did was boiled water in the jet boil. Then the pasta side come in this nice little like nice little container thing that you can just pour water in, and it holds water. You can cook it right in there. It does. They don't look waterproof, but they are. It looks like paper, but it's not. Yeah. So all we did was just boil water in this thing. So since we did boil just water in it and didn't cook food in it, we needed something to put the food in once it is cooked. We have these MSR bowls. They're fairly lightweight, but also fairly durable. If you're just hiking alone, you can just keep your food in your cooking pot and eat it out of there. You don't need a bowl, and that cuts down on weight. We also brought these cups we bought from Walmart years and years ago. We didn't bring it for really any use, although we did have some instant coffee in the morning or some tea. You don't need one. We brought it mainly because we've been camping with them for years, so that's why we brought them. The jet boil is also a canister fuel. You can get canisters anywhere on the trail. All stores in most towns will have canister fuel in them. I've seen some people run into some problems with well, I'm drawing a blank. Like the liquid fuels. Some people knew how to use them well, and it worked well for them. Sometimes they had problems finding them, or I've seen a guy almost light the shelter on fire with one. So I stuck with the canister fuels. Those little tablets there that they have, that you just light on fire. They last about 15 minutes. Those seem to work pretty good, but you have to. It's Esbit. That's what it is. Esbit tablets. They seem to work well, but you need to keep buying those Esbit tablets, and that just seems annoying to me. And like I said, they only last 15 minutes each, 5 minutes each, so I just stuck with these cans. One tip, if it is cold out, put these in your sleeping bag or at least in your tent. Keep them nice and warm, because when it does get colder, it takes longer to cook if these cans are cold. So if you keep them in your tent, it makes it a little warmer, cooks it a little faster. For a eating utensil, I don't have it on me, but I bought I guess it's like a metal spork pretty much, very, very lightweight. It's like titanium. My friend actually found one in the woods, and while we were hiking, he picked it up, and grossly enough, he didn't even wash it. He just started using it. But they're awesome. I wouldn't recommend buying any sort of plastic. They break very, very easily, and they get warm. We went through 2 of them each, so we just got the metal ones, or he found one. They have little tiny metal spork things, and it doubles as a tool. I wouldn't recommend using that, because if you're eating something hot, you don't want to be dipping your thumbs into it, and your hands might be gross, so you don't want your fingers in your food. Also, for obviously lighting your fire, you're going to want at least 2 forms of fire starter. I brought a Bic lighter, which why wouldn't you bring it? You can bring flint if you want, but they're heavy for what they're for. But you want at least 2 2 ways of starting the fire. I only brought one because, like I said, I was hiking with my friend, and he had a lighter as well, so we didn't have to worry about it. If one broke down, the other one always had it. Just make sure you have fuel in your Bic lighter, or whatever you're using is going to work. I think that's it about food. Well, I can actually tell you like what we ate. In the mornings we had oatmeal, scrumptious enough. We added some raisins into it once in a while to add some flavor. We also made coffee in the morning, instant coffee or tea. We used powder milk for most of it, and also we started having the Carnation instant breakfast. Plus, we added some protein powder into it, and we made a nice little shake. I actually added oatmeal into that, so I didn't even have to cook breakfast anymore. And it sounds gross. It feels like you're drinking vomit, but it tastes very good. You just have to get over the texture, and you'll be fine. But it's high in proteins, got everything you need for the morning. Plus, it's actually fairly filling when you add the oatmeal in there. Um, for colder days, you might want to cook the oatmeal just for the warmth. But during the summer, I just chugged that baby, and it was fine for me. Throughout the day, we snacked. We had a lot of honey buns, Snickers, donuts, anything that was cheap. And those honey buns, we bought like 6 packs for $1. Those honey buns are delicious. They're very high in calories, which you need while you're hiking. You're burning a lot. So bad food was good for us. You can also buy healthier food with the same amount of calories, but they are more expensive. So we stuck with the honey buns and such, and it was delicious. We had lunch sometimes. We would have tuna packets. Those were good. Or you can bring peanut butter and jelly and tortillas. Make a nice little tortilla, peanut butter and jelly. Bread gets smushed and gross, so tortillas I would recommend. For dinner, like I said, we used the pasta sides. We started off with rice and pasta, like regular pasta. It got very bland, so we stuck with the pasta sides. They're only like $1.25 each, so that was awesome. And you can get them in pretty much any town. So I think that's about it on cooking.